Make your content sexy.
Yeah.
Make your content sexy and desirable.
Yeah. It should feel the same way as when you're watching a Family Guy episode or something that makes you laugh on Netflix, you know? You just look at it, you chuckle a little bit, you know?
Exactly.
And that's what you want to go for with your content.
Welcome, everybody. This is the Digital Marketing Made Simple podcast, episode number 6. And we are here today taking everything difficult about digital marketing and making it simple for you to apply to your business or career. And I'm joined with none other than
Falk. Hey, man, how's it going? Good to be back here in the studio with you and
Yes,
with everybody.
sir.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, sir. It's a new year. We're literally filming in January 2020. We are on the cusp of a new decade, a new era of success here, and we're going to take the best media to the next level and try and deliver the best content to you. And, please give us your feedback, your comments, good or bad, so we can help to continue to make this show better and better for you.
That's
Yes,
it.
sir. What are we talking about today, Falk?
We're at the tip of the pyramid,
Oh, boy.
the tip of the hierarchy. So, over the last few episodes, we've been talking about the website hierarchy of needs. Of course, modeled after Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So you start with the most urgent things that you need to survive first, and then you move up, and you improve. So now we're at the pinnacle.
And the 5th stage or phase is now performance. So we're going to tie everything together. This is where all the magic really happens, because once you have the base of the pyramid in order, you're really able to take the performance aspect and really kick ass. So, that means you're going to get maximum conversions once you apply all of this. You're going to maximize your sales, maximize your revenue, and do everything that a good business should be doing.
Exactly. And hopefully you automate the whole thing so your business can just print money while you keep improving things.
You got it. So the first thing we're going to start talking about is UX. What the heck is UX, folks?
UX. I'm trying to come up with something funny. Ultimate X-ray? No, I'm just kidding, right? It's user experience.
Yes.
User experience. So user experience with what, Rob?
Well, if we start talking about my personal experiences, I don't know, we might have
Yeah.
to be bleeping a few things out here. And so I'm just kidding. But user experience for anyone that is using your website. How is their overall experience? And there's a lot of sub-elements to this, mainly UI. So why don't we touch upon this, folk? Because I know at the beginning of my career, I would get confused with this all the time. People talking about UX, UI. What the heck does that mean?
Okay, so from what I understand, user interface is a part of user experience. So user experience is the umbrella term, has a few other things in it, and user experience goes very much after emotion and how a website can be handled. And user interface, now we're talking about the interface. So what do you see when you look at the screen? Where are the buttons? What's the color? Do we have 57 buttons or do we have 3? Right? So if you look at, for example, the mobile interface of an app on your phone, that's going to have a fraction of the amounts of buttons that are on a website. So that's what user interface is about. It's a part of user experience, and it's largely about graphic design.
Well said. I have a few points here kind of to summarize each of them, so I'm just going to quickly list them. So user experience, I'm going to list 7 parts or I guess descriptions of it. So basically, the user experience must be useful, it must be valuable, it must be convenient, it must be accessible, satisfiable, desirable, and lastly, credible. So this is defining the user's experience when they're on your website. This is literally what we want them to feel.
That's a great summary, honestly. The first few points, they might sound a little bit similar, but I really liked the 5th one, desirable, right?
Yes.
Because boredom is one of the main pitfalls that companies fall into. You know, everybody thinks that their industry is so interesting and their services are so interesting.
Yep.
But you know,
meanwhile, it's putting them to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. It's putting the user to sleep, right? It's the exact same thing with us with the podcast here. We got to go for entertainment and value, right? If you just spit value at you guys, you're gonna fall asleep. Yeah.
And if you're still not understanding what does that mean, I'm gonna make it real simple, because this is the Digital Marketing Made Simple podcast, isn't it? So make your content sexy.
Yeah.
Make your content sexy and desirable.
Yeah. It should feel the same way as when you're watching a Family Guy episode or something that makes you laugh on Netflix, you know? You just look at it, you chuckle a little bit, you know?
Exactly.
And that's what you want to go for with your content.
Exactly. So, yeah, all kidding aside, the entertainment aspect of your content, it must be entertaining. So keep it somehow entertaining. You know, good quality graphics. You know, has to be easy to digest, and you know, the main ways to make your content sexy or entertaining: make it graphically appealing, make it funny, and make it useful. You know, so that's how I would do it, and I think you get the picture here. So yeah, make it desirable, make your content sexy, put a short skirt on it, whatever you got to do. And now user interface, some you know, a few things that come to mind are as follows: color scheme, typography, images, layout, forms, buttons, and content. So that should give you a really good understanding of what UX is and what UI is. You know, next point that we're going to talk about is funnel design. So,
do we have a lot of those?
Oh man, we can literally make our own episode just on funnel design.
Yeah.
But again, because this is the Digital Marketing Made Simple, we're going to keep it simple for you here today.
Man, I already know 15 minutes worth of talking about this stuff. Honestly, funnel design is everything, right? I think we can start with a really good story here, Rob. So we were talking with this one client of ours, right? And they want us to design a funnel for them. And we look at what they're doing. Okay, so they collect a whole bunch of information like name, phone number, email, and so forth on one form. And then we look at what the industry leaders are doing. And they have like a 17-step process. And we're thinking over here, why would anybody create a funnel with 17 steps? Anybody who didn't really, really want that would drop out before they complete Oh, that's why. They only want people that are really, really, really interested in the product, right? So common sense might say, oh, make a funnel that doesn't drop out too many people too fast, you know, maybe 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps max. Meanwhile, these guys are making hundreds of millions of dollars with 17-step funnels, because all of the leads that they're generating at the end are highest quality leads, right? So am I saying to always put a 17-step funnel? No, I'm saying think about it. There's no one solution for everybody, and you got to figure out what works for your business and what the kind of conversations are you want to have. Are you okay with talking to somebody for a few hours and over a few calls? Is that how you usually gain your business? Great, then you might want to qualify your leads a little bit better. Now, if you want to just go with a shotgun approach and you just want to try and talk to people, you know, then a short funnel is better.
The funnel will do a lot of the qualification for your prospects, whether they are existing or new clients or leads, or however you want to refer to that. The funnel will take care of a lot of that if done properly. So yes, funnel design is so important. And what are some of the most popular tools that come to mind when you think of funnels?
ClickFunnels is a big one.
Huge. ClickFunnels is huge.
Yeah.
ActiveCampaign, another one. So if those would be my two go-tos right now. If you don't have a budget for ClickFunnels, use ActiveCampaign. Does a lot of what it does. And if you have the budget, ClickFunnels is probably the best choice for you. Covers everything.
Yeah.
And spend your time on it. Get to know it.
Yeah.
Makes your development tasks very efficient. So yeah.
The conversion optimization on ClickFunnels is incredible. And when I say ClickFunnels, I mean funnels. I wasn't actually talking about the company. I was talking about funnels. See, what you can do in terms of conversion is incredible, right? Just imagine you send people to a form that's just black and white, looks like a contract, or you send them to a form that's a multi-step process. It's gamified, right? So people click, there's animations happening on the screen, and it's got a background video playing of a car driving in the landscape, you know? It's got some logos on the bottom of, say, SiteLock or Norton or McAfee or whatever. That's just going to make your funnel so much better converting, you know, if users have a good time using it and it's visually stimulating.
Well said.
Yeah.
One thing I really like about ClickFunnels is the ease of implementing your split testing. So long story short, you create one funnel, boom, you have it made, done, whatever. Took you a couple hours to do. Now, with the click of a button, you're able to create a split test that ClickFunnels will take care of sending 50% of the traffic to one funnel, 50% of the traffic to the other. Great example could be adding a video to the top of your funnel page. So now you're going to compare your funnel or your landing page with a video and without a video, see what converts better, continue to split test and optimize always.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they make that so easy with the split testing. Hey, they even give you the little slider where you don't even have to make it 50-50. You can even send 10% of your traffic to the one and 90% of the other. If you know the other one already works, and you just want to try out a little bit of traffic for your split test, you can do that. Yeah.
Well said. Well said. So if anyone is thinking of purchasing ClickFunnels, make sure you reference the best media.
We want our commission, right?
I'm just kidding.
No, we don't have a commission with them.
Russell's all good. He go directly to them. They're great. And, maybe one day we'll put an affiliate link somewhere on our website that you can use. But yeah, that's a little bit about our funnel design. And if you do have any questions about creating a funnel, what's the best way to do that for your business, contact us at The Best Media, 416-253-0934. And if you want my direct extension, 7001. So we'd love to discuss that with you, show you some examples, and I'm sure we could create some awesome funnels for your business that convert very well. Next, moving on, offline optimization.
Offline. Why are we talking about offline? That's boring. That's so 20th century.
Whew, I know. We're talking about digital marketing, and now we're going offline.
So what's up with that?
So, at first, you're right. It doesn't sound like this should be on our show, but it does make sense because what we're doing here is we're taking the lessons we've learned through our digital activities, meaning we take the data from our campaigns and we understand what's converting best, etc. And, we always like to make data-driven decisions on our digital side. So let's take those lessons and apply that to the offline business activities. A great example of this would be, let's say you've learned what are the most popular objections of your audience online through your campaigns and your funnels. You're going to take those objections and proactively discuss them with your audience, so they don't even need to ask. You're gonna list those objections, talk about them, and smash them down before they even get a chance to ask them.
Exactly, because a lot of people in real life are too shy, right? Like your customers in real life, they might not even have the courage to verbalize those objections. So
Absolutely.
Just so many lessons you learn through all of your online conversations.
So been doing this since 2002. We've been incorporated in 2002, and I have literally sat down with hundreds, if not even thousands, of business owners over the years. And oftentimes, if you're not aware of this is happening to you, I'm sure. You'll be talking to a potential prospect or a lead, and they're nodding their head, yes, I understand. And you can literally even ask them, do you understand, everything that I'm talking about, the value that this could bring you, et cetera, et cetera? And it's just human nature. A lot of people don't want to say no, they don't understand, maybe for, lack of, I'm not even sure, I guess we just don't want to feel like we don't understand things. So oftentimes, doesn't matter what you do, people are going to be saying, yes, I understand. In their heads, they're saying, I have no clue what this guy here is talking about.
That's me all the time.
Yeah. So don't kid yourself. When your client is saying, yes, half the time, they don't know what the heck is going on. Yeah. So, that's a great way to take what you've learned through your digital activities and put that into your sales materials, maybe into your print materials, or get that into your, the vocabulary of your sales team. So when they're speaking on the phone or they're speaking to a prospect in person, they can bring these objections to them, proactively deal with them before they even get an opportunity to ask them.
Yeah, goes all with the positive sides of your business as well, right?
Yeah.
So any kind of positive things that you notice, oh wow, people on the internet really pick up on that, they respond very positively to that, maybe some specific sales collateral that you've done, things that you found out through your split testing. So don't forget to take these lessons that you've learned and applying on the internet and then take them and apply them to your real life business as well. there might be great lessons to learn.
Woo!
That's it.
Yes,
for
sir.
offline optimization. What's the next one we have? Measured ROI. Now that is every business owner's favorite, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what we're looking for.
This is the cream of the crop. This is why we're here. This is why you're listening today. And this is why I come to work every day. We want to make money here with our businesses. So measuring your return on investment is so important. If we're not sure where we're profitable, how we're profitable, and how much we are profitable, wow, it could be a dangerous road to tread. So, measuring your ROI. I have a few strong suggestions that I would keep as a must-have for all website owners and businesses online. So you want to measure ROI. There's so many different ways to do that, but long story short, let's use Google Analytics, a free tool. Let's use Google Tag Manager. Google Tag Manager, again, is another free tool that will allow you to create events, goals, conversion events, etc. So you can literally understand what is your cost per lead, what is your cost per acquisition. Google Tag Manager connects with Google Analytics, and again, we can help you set this up if needed, or you can find someone qualified to do so. This is the best way to get your data and have it stored in an efficient way, and reported to you. And the two most important KPIs, or key performance indicators, that I always like to use: cost per lead, cost per acquisition. And if I had to choose just one, it would be the CPA. What is it costing me to acquire each new paying customer? And that will help you to determine your ROI. So that's my 2 cents on that. What do you think, Falk?
Yeah, definitely. And we have to set up all of the tasks that are associated with all of these things, right? So Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager, and all of the reporting and everything. Oftentimes, these old light chains that you put around your Christmas tree that have like 200 lights or whatever, and as soon as you unplug one light, the whole thing switches off.
Yep.
And then you don't even know which one it is, right? So you have to go down the line and try and find it. So it's the same way with attribution of conversions and acquisitions and everything. Ideally what we want to do is we want to have a user click on Facebook ad, and then he searches on Google a week later, then he sees one of our emails, and then he becomes a customer. So we want to see that entire journey, step by step. But if one of the links of that chain is broken, we lose the whole attribution after that break, right? So we have to set up all of the pixels and the tag manager so that we can track a user with every single goal from the time when they first click on an ad all the way to the point where they click on purchase and their basket goes through to payment. Right, and once that happens, we can actually have the cost per acquisition. For a lot of businesses, I've found they don't put in the effort and the time to really get their attribution right down the entire funnel from start to finish. And then they're upset because they can't see their ROI. Meanwhile, they were told multiple times, we have to make sure that this is on your website in all the right places, and then you will see, okay, for every spend on Facebook, every dollar I spent, I've got this much actually money and this much ROI in the end. So this really comes down to setting up all the right pixels and all the right tags and all of your campaigns, collecting your conversions, and then having everything calculated in the end, yeah. But it's a lot of individual, quite technical tasks to be able to set up all of these tags.
Yes, sir.
But it's nonetheless, it's the most important, I would say, measuring tool that you have for your business.
And I will not cut corners here because, you're going to regret it in the end.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, because a lot of this stuff you can only collect once you install the tag. It's not retroactively. So if your campaign started 2 months ago and then in month 3 you install a certain pixel or something, oftentimes it won't even give you the data of the first 2 months.
Exactly.
Right. So it's really important to set this up. I can't emphasize this enough. Yeah. I have friends in digital marketing. They turn down clients right away when they hear that the tracking isn't set up correctly.
You have friends?
I know, right? Hey, I said in digital marketing, so it's just work, man. I can't get anybody else to make friends with me outside of work.
That's funny. We're moving along. We got
ROI.
one more thing to talk about now. Great talk about the ROI. So, process-driven. Process-driven. What is this? So, process-driven so we can scale demand. through my 18 plus years of digital marketing, it is so critical. And, I still fail to do this in some areas of my business, but I do understand how important it is. We need to create rock solid processes that are followed to the T, to the letter. This will minimize any challenges you have when you're conducting your campaigns and your businesses and issuing services for your clients, and especially the scale up part. Once you have these processes written and your team is following them, even if you're just a one-man team, it's so critical. The most basic processes would be data collection of our clients' logins, for example, making sure those logins are stored on our portal, our project management portal, making sure little things like that are in order so that when it comes for the actual campaigns to be executed, we're not scrambling looking for, oh my God, what's the Google Analytics login or blah, blah, blah. So strict processes and procedures, so important if you want to scale up your business.
Especially sales processes,
Yes.
right? It's so important. So much of this will be, for example, email automation, right? So say you're talking to a prospect. I mean, how many times has this happened to you? But it's happened to you a million times, where you're talking to a prospect. They're a great company for you to work with. They have the money, they have the people, they have everything that you need. But they're also doing renovations on their third floor right now, so they can't work with you right now. They have their head full, Let's call them back in a half a year, right? Okay, so half a year back, we're calling them up and they're saying, oh yeah, we just got done last month and we're already working with another company, thanks, bye. Wow, you just lost that client because they said call me back in 6 months, but they were done in 5. Now, if you've had them in an email marketing campaign, there's a good shot that they wouldn't even have tried to find other companies. They would have just called you back because they get an email from you every month, right? So sales automation means you're able to take leads that perhaps didn't convert and put them into an email chain to convert them later. You're automating your follow-ups. That means if you talk to Dave over at company XYZ and he doesn't have time right now, then you can automate to get a notification next week to do that follow-up, right? You can automate all kinds of things in your business. You can automate your ad campaigns even, right, to a large degree, your targeting and everything. You can, there's so much, that you can automate within your business processes. You know your business the best yourself. But really, if you want to scale up, it's wildly important that you're able to scale up your sales efforts and then your operations as well.
Yeah, so having strict procedures, so important, so critical. And if you don't believe me, I dare you not to implement them and scale and see what happens.
Yeah.
And you'll be calling me back saying, damn, Rob, you were right.
Yeah, try and do everything manual. Good luck with that. Yeah, that's how things get forgotten,
Exactly. So, we covered a lot here. We shared a great story. What else do we have to discuss today, folk?
I think if there was another point above the pyramid above the peak of the pyramid, I guess that point would say iteration, right? So we're just trying to get better. Don't set this stuff up and then leave it alone for a half a year. It's not going to work anymore. I can tell you that. In digital, everything moves so fast. So once you've set all of these things up, we have a saying in before the project is after the project, right? Or after the project is before the project, that way around, right? So as soon as you're done with one thing, it's already before the next thing, right?
Yeah.
So keep iterating, keep improving those processes, keep learning your lessons, keep doing your A/B testing, and you can only succeed.
I love it. Jeffrey, you have anything to add, buddy?
I mean, it's pretty much like, it would be really good if you guys summarize entire pyramid one more time.
Okay.
As a conclusion.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's conclude this.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think you guys probably are sick and tired of hearing my voice. Fuck, let's summarize this bad boy.
Oh God, okay. Let's try. Goody. So we're talking about the website hierarchy of needs here. That's what we did in the last 6 episodes. And we're starting with the functional level. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that your website actually works, right? So you have the hosting right, the security, you have the load times correct, it's error free. So it's really the basic, right? Is your website online and does it work? The second stage would be making sure it's reliable, right? So you want good design, you want to make sure that it's updated, you want to make sure that you can manage the content of the website yourself in the back end, for example, through WordPress. and you want to get your analytics right. You want to make sure it's responsive. So the functional and the reliability steps here are really the bare minimum of having a website that doesn't only exist, that would be the first level, but also that looks good, and that is well done, right? So the first two levels are getting it up there and making it work.
Very foundational.
Exactly, yeah. The next one is understanding the website. So making sure that you're understood, making sure that you understand your customers. So what you want to do is you want to create for yourself buyer personas that usually use your services, and then make sure that these buyer personas understand what you have to offer on your website. So this is about content, it's about on-site SEO, it's about making sure that visitors convert, it's about these buyer personas. So again, first two levels are just making sure the website is up and running and well. Third level is making sure that your customers understand what you have to offer. And then the fourth step is attraction, so digital marketing. Now we get the traffic to your website where it's understood so that people can convert. So what does that mean? Advertising, lead magnets, content marketing, offsite SEO, everything that has anything to do with driving traffic and qualified customers and leads to your website. And then finally, the last part that we discussed today is taking that attraction part and all the other parts and scaling that up, making that bigger, making that better. So really optimizing for the performance. So you can really see how the first four steps are about preparing everything, and then fifth step is about optimizing, and growing that and scaling that up. And that's it.
And I'm going to be honest, the first four steps or phases, I'm going to say the first three, they suck.
Yeah.
It sucks going through them. They're long, they're hard.
Yeah.
There's no results yet on your website,
Right.
low traffic, etc. But once you get to the fourth and fifth, this is where it really comes together, where you're really going to get excited because now people are phoning your business. They're sending you emails.
Yeah.
They're filling out your forms. They're watching your videos. They're following you on social media, etc. And then number five, the performance that we talked about today is just, it gets really, really exciting. So we hope you found this valuable. Just go back to the first 5 or 6 episodes. So this is episode number 6. We talked about stage 5 or phase 5. So if you want to learn about the previous stages, if you're just jumping in now, go back and listen to the previous episodes. We go one by one on each stage so we can deep dive into it. Please join us for our next episode. We're going to be introducing new topics that are going to be exciting, and we're going to keep it simple again.
That's exactly what we'll do.
Yes.
Okay, what do you have next time? This time we had a triangle. Next time we'll do a square, eh? Or a circle or something, eh? we'll figure out something good.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we already got it, but we're not going to spoiler here.
So follow us on social media if you have not already, our Instagram, our Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because we've got some awesome videos. Jeffrey's always pumping out amazing videos. We're going to be stepping up our content game this year in 2020 as well. And if there's something that you want us to discuss on this show, please send that to us. We'd love to hear your feedback, good and bad, and send us your suggestions as well.
We're not going to do not safe for work stuff, so only if it's safe for work.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you for your time today again. And once again, this is the Digital Marketing Made Simple podcast, where we take whatever is difficult in your digital life and make it simple for you to implement in your business or career today.
Woo! That's it.
Take care. Bye-bye now.
See you soon.
Boom.